Hey everyone, we're ready on this end. Now that we know that everyone can hear and see the webinar screen, let's get started. Welcome, welcome. Wow, what a great turnout for today's presentation. Is coaching your calling? Are you ready to get started? Just type yes in the chat. Looks like everyone is excited as I am. I guarantee what we cover today, you will come away with a pathway into the coaching business. We guarantee you'll be able to get started today in the coaching industry. I'm honored and excited to share this informative and executable information. My name is John Scott, the voice of Life Empowered Institute. My purpose and intention today during this webinar is to be transparent on two fronts. There are two paths we will share today. The first is what it takes to start, the options available to create a profitable and sustainable coaching business and practice. And the second is to introduce you to Life Empowered Institute's Associate Coaching Program as a path to fulfilling your goals, purposes, and desires to control your own destiny in this exciting and lucrative industry. And by staying to the end, you will have information to make a great decision. Fair enough? Type yes in the chat if you agree. Listen, what I'm going to show you today is a very interesting. It taps into the same reality of when all of a sudden, before you go on vacation with 2 hours left, you get more done than you did all week. Has that ever happened to you? For the sake of simplicity, we like to call that a sprint. When does it make sense, or does it make sense to sprint in your life or in your business? Is there a time that it does? And if so, what could that do for you if you did it in a short time frame? Imagine running your business from the Cayman Islands on a pool chair or any place that you want from the comfort of your own home with high-end clients that would give you the time and finances to make that happen. Are you willing to move out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to put in the work that it takes? This information makes sense. Will you put in the work? Type yes in the chat box right now. Good. Mary says yes. Greg says yes. Excellent. Tom is a Thinking into Results certified consultant, as well as his wife, Kathleen. And right here is Bob Proctor's signature on Tom and Kathy's Thinking into Results participant guide. Both Tom and Kathy have a certification of completion for the Matrix, which is a week-long intense course of advanced training put on by Bob Proctor. Tom Ginn is also a Ramsey Solutions certified master coaching consultant on personal finances. After Tom and Kathy completed their certification program for TIR, Bob sent a personal handwritten invitation to join him at the 1% Club in Hawaii, which is a personal training program for those he handpicked to be there. Tom got so excited to receive a personal invitation to the PGI 1% Club that he spilled his coffee on it. And on this letter, Bob wrote to him, "You are not like the masses, and you're definitely not an average person. I know you're a serious student. You are special." He also went on to say, "I would like to personally invite you to be there," which is the 1% Club. Here's Tom and Kathy again with both Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. Here's Tom with Bob during the consultant training in Toronto. Tom was asked to come on stage to give a presentation to Peggy McCall, who helps authors get to the New York Times bestseller list. Bob Proctor was in the audience for that. Here's a little bit about Peggy McCall. She's a New York Times bestselling author, internationally recognized speaker, author, mentor, and expert in the area of goal achievement. She is also a speaker, author, and expert in helping authors, entrepreneurs, experts, and up-and-coming experts to create valuable products, build a worldwide brand, as well as make money online, and creates international bestsellers. Here's Tom spending personal time with Bob Proctor after he got off stage with Peggy McCall. He was introducing Bob to Lucas Roback's children's book, I Am, children's book for positive thinkers. Bob was so impressed with the book, not only did it end up on the shelf of his personal library, Bob made a 19-second video clip for Lucas. Tom knows how to make things happen. Kathy, learning from the master, Bob Proctor. This was a very special moment for Kathy because it was her dream to always have some personal time with Bob. This is a picture that shows she achieved that goal she was going after. What Joy says about Tom and Kathy is that they have so much passion for touching and changing lives. Their knowledge and intuition guide us and help us to discover so much. My life is truly blessed by their friendship, love, and inspiration. And here's a page on the Proctor Gallagher's Institute website. You can find a little more about Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. This is Sandy Gallagher and Larry King Live. If you go on social media, Bob Proctor has an enormous following. On Twitter alone, he has about 170,000 followers. Instagram, he's almost at 220,000 followers. On Facebook, he's probably over 1 million by now. If I show you how to build a successful coaching practice, will you promise me to actually do it? If so, tell me yes right now in the chat box. Billy says yes. All right, Teresa and Fran both saying yes. Good. What I'm about to show you will take you out of your comfort zone, but if you wish to succeed, then type yes in the chat box if you will commit with me to being okay to get out of the comfort zone once and for all. Alan says yes. Tom and Sue say yes. Are you willing to put in the work to make high-end clients show up in your family life? If so, I want you to say out loud right now, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to achieve a successful coaching practice. And if you really believe it, type in the chat as well. Bill says believe. Fran says you bet. Real learning doesn't take place unless it changes your behavior. Nothing pains me more than giving you my heart and soul, which I tend to do today, only see you months later having the same problems with your business that you currently have. I want you to tell me right here, right now, that you will take what I show you today and use it as it makes sense to do. Do we have a deal? Good. Teresa says it's a deal. Penny says sounds like a plan. Let's start getting into the webinar. What holds other people back from actually going off and achieving their dreams? Let's start with belief. You may be wondering if you can or can't do what I'm going to share with you today. And that's a valid concern, but we really want to know is this: will you finally get the solution you've been looking for all this time? I believe you can, and as we go through this presentation, I'm going to show you how this unique approach seems to work for all different people from all different backgrounds, each and every one with their own unique set of challenges that they bring to the table. Look for that. It should help you see that, in fact, you can do this. Some people, what stops them is their ability. A lot of people who don't have life experiences nor have the credentials, but are running thriving coaching businesses. Not having a certification stops a lot of people from starting their own coaching business. We're not doctors or pilots who need credentials because we're not dealing with life and death situations. If you look back in your life, it'll become clear to you that you already have accomplished a lot of things which you didn't believe you had the ability to do before you started making progress. Another thing that stops people in their tracks is fear. Fear is a valid and normal response to new information and experiences, which naturally goes away with practice. We've all overcome our fears after having done it once. The first time on a high dive, it's apparent until you jump off and realize that those fears have no basis. Keep marching forward and do it scared by becoming a wrecking ball to this negative demon who controls your emotions, actions, and your future. Expect this enemy to arrive because it will always present itself every time we try to make a major move in our life, an area of life that we've never experienced before. Keep your eyes on the prize and do the thing that you think you cannot do. Another thing that holds people back is just being confused. Confusion is a precursor to all learning because we all have to start somewhere, the beginning. It's normal in life that many people are confused about what they want to do and how to make those changes in their lives, but then they do it. Clarity comes from awareness, knowledge, and experience, all of which Tom and Kathy have. And then last but not least, what stops people from moving forward is conflict and timing. We all have many conflicts we're juggling at once. Our jobs, our families, our personal time, they're all valid. And through prioritizing, we can maximize the same 24 hours a day everyone else has. All the top performing coaches in the world have many different things pulling them in different directions all at once, but they still get it done. Once you make a decision, you'll find all the resources and ideas to move forward every time. One decision changes everything. And then there's hope. If I could wave a magic wand over you in your confusion of getting started with creating a sustainable and profitable business and magically was no more, what would you immediately notice? And what else? How would your day be different? What would you do today, this week, this month, this year, the rest of your life? Where would you go? What charitable things would you pursue? How would you create your legacy? What are you going to do with all that free time now that the problem is no longer a problem or even something you think about? What are you going to worry about when you never have to worry about money again? What noble pursuits open themselves up to you now? Do you truly believe that you are capable of building a successful coaching practice? And do you deserve it? If so, type absolutely in the chat box right now. Alan says absolutely. Billy says absolutely. That's exactly what you're going to learn on this webinar today. People say that business is a marathon and not a sprint. Well, sometimes you're going to have to sprint. The faster you get some sort of leverage product out in the world, the faster you can start making money. Yes, business is a marathon, but there are times where we're going to go an all-out sprint are beneficial. Use your why to motivate you. How can you be the light in this world if you're not sprinting to pay your light bill? Start getting return on that thing you want to make happen, rather than make it happen 5 or 10 years from now, if ever, which is what most people do. This is why you'll get ahead in the race and be able to coast freely the rest of the marathon. On this webinar, we're going through 5 different things on how to build a successful coaching practice. And the first one is how to create a well-defined ideal client. And to do that, you'll want to get clients who you want to work with and clients who want to work with you. You get to be picky and choose who you work with and who you attract, and you keep the most profitable and ideal clients in front of you. When you walk into any room, you'll know exactly who your ideal client is because you identify their pain and gain points. Imagine being excited to get up in the morning knowing that you're going to be working with your clients that day rather than dreading working with your non-ideal clients. Figure out their why. What are their dreams, fears, problems, pains, and where are they at on their journey? Know exactly what they want. And to start creating your ideal client, what are the psychographics of your ideal client? Know their personality, their values, their attitudes, their interests, their lifestyles. Then you go on to their geographics. Where are they located? Whether it's a certain city, country, or region, are they rural, suburban, urban? And even the demographics. What's their age, gender, race, location, employment status? And after you have all of that, you'll want to personalize them with a customized sketch or avatar. You're going to come up with a name, a face, a picture, a doll, however it is that you know who your ideal client is. And here, Brian Tracy, one of the leaders in the world of business, and this is what he says about attracting your ideal client. Everyone is in the business of customer satisfaction in some way. The most important activity in any entrepreneur is that you clearly identify the very best customers for your product or service. Then focus all of your marketing, advertising, and sales efforts on this particular type of customer. Do you agree that knowing your ideal client is important to building a successful coaching business? If so, type yes in the chat box. Teresa says yes. Jean says yes. Tom says yes with explanations. Second is how to attract your ideal client with a proven marketing system. By having a proven marketing system, it's going to increase the visibility of your brand, develops lasting relationships with your audience, improves brand awareness and recognition, creates loyalty and trust with both your current customers and prospects, and helps you to build authority and credibility. With a proven marketing system, you'll have customer orientation and target a focus on their need. You'll see profitability utilizing integrated marketing system and segmentation. Envisioning having a marketing system that's generating your ideal clients to where they're seeking you out and calling you instead of you chasing them. And within your proven marketing system, you're going to have all these attributes with them. Let's start with product. With product, there's different ways you can create a product. You could do affiliate marketing. You could do private or white label someone else. You could utilize arbitrage or drop shipping, create your own online courses, or sell other people's online courses. And now moving on to pricing. Supply and demand. Really, it's just raise your price to the demand and make it consistent with the value. Essentially, does your price sound right? There's no guessing with it when it comes to pricing. And then there's place. What social media platforms are they on? Are they local, national, international? What networking groups or affiliations do they have? Are they on Facebook individuals or groups? Are they online or offline? What social media platform should you be going on? LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. There's so many different ones out there. It's just a matter of where your target market plays. And going on to promotion, there's billboards, television, radio, Facebook ads, Google ads, And you have PPC, which is pay per click, or display ads. You could do direct mailing, email campaigns, or blogging. And then there's people. You need people to build your business. You yourself are most likely the CEO. You're going to have employees, and what are they going to do? You're going to have managers to manage your employees, as well as volunteers and your advocates and ambassadors. There's a lot of different ways you can utilize people to help market your business. And there are different processes, a lot of ones online. It's your website. What's on your website? Do you have an opt-in page, conversion funnels, sales funnels? Do you have different ways to give added value on your website? Do you utilize email drip campaigns? And then you can start retargeting by utilizing pixels and cookies. Then there's the whole product delivery system. How does that process work? And also, do you have a process for following up? And last but not least, there's physical evidence with a proven marketing system. That physical evidence is social proof, written testimonials, video testimonials, screenshots, before and after pictures like you see on the right. And then, in their first 18 months, Tom and Kathy enrolled over 20 clients utilizing Procter & Gallagher's Institute proven marketing system. If you can get a hold of a proven marketing system, we encourage that to help you save a lot of time, money, and frustration coming up with your own. Do you think that doing this instead of what you've been doing currently is likely to yield a better result? Type yes in the chat box. Susan says yes. Lori says yes. Excellent. The next step in building a business of successful coaching practice is to practice what you teach. Actions speak a lot louder than words. You want to walk your talk. Would you take fitness advice from someone over 400 pounds, or would you take it from Arnold Schwarzenegger over here on the right? Do you take financial advice from someone broke living in a car? Probably not. By practicing what you teach, it enhances your courage and character to gain client trust. Be a leader and light the way for your clients to follow. Be a shining example of client excellence and learn the lessons before you teach them. John Maxwell is one of the world's #1 leaders on leadership. See yourself working with a client and using yourself as an example of what you did in order to achieve the results that they're hoping to get. You can't teach someone how to fly a plane unless you yourself have already received numerous certifications. Begin with the little steps. Keep evolving. Champion the cause of your client. Follow through in your commitments. By practicing what you teach, your clients are going to land safely on the runway. From Reviewopedia.com, I've studied a lot of personal development, but my life did not really change for the better until I started studying Bob Proctor. And then what Tom says is becoming a TIR consultant has been the very best business decision Kathy and I ever made. Bob and Sandy's teachings are so simple to learn and teach. I call this Bob's genius. His teachings have changed our lives forever. And more importantly, we are seeing the results manifesting in our lives, which is the greatest reward of all. Can you see how this will make working with clients easier for you? How to create a proven coaching model and methodology. To do that, when you have a coaching model and methodology, everything becomes easier, faster, and you're going to have a lot less stress. Puts you on the fast track to success and abundance in a timely fashion. You'll also avoid the common pitfalls, mistakes, and failures of other startups. And then by having a proven coaching model and methodology, your confidence, security, and self-esteem increases rapidly and profoundly. What you got to do is just follow the footsteps of those already successful. Become a master of business, not a subject matter expert. And you don't have to know what you don't know. Just do it right, starting with your first client. And if you design your own program, how long will it take you to generate thousands of proven results? It's a lot easier to plug and play right out of the gate instead of having to create your own entire coaching program from scratch, isn't it? Start researching what's working, implement it, and then practice it yourself. Journal and keep track of what is and isn't working in your coaching practice. Get feedback from your clients on how to improve. Then get additional support from mentors and keep track of everything and adjust along the way. What Paul says here is, thanks to Bob, my team went from ranking 163rd company-wide in commissions to number 11 in the first year and to number 1 by the 5th year. This program is great because you can have Bob Proctor in your office every week, anytime you want. Just turn it on. And then Brandon says, I've been corporate America for over 20 years, and I have come across a program that inspires and equips people to be and do their best in all aspects of their life. This program is a must for teams and individuals to achieve big goals. The question you ask yourself is this: if we stop the webinar right now, do you feel like it was time well spent for you to be here today? Tell me yes in the chat box right now. Jill says yes. Frank says yes. Excellent. And last but not least, the fifth step is how to continuously sell and close $10,000 clients. And when you have the confidence to close a $10,000 client, you'll be able to close any client. It doesn't take any extra work to close a $10,000 client than it does a $500 client. It's working smarter rather than harder. Do you want to get a higher return on investment for your time? Avoid the trap of low-price coaching. Don't downsell yourself. Have belief in your coaching model because you're offering a high-valued service. And also, having a proven track record makes it a lot easier to sell and close $10,000 clients easily and effortlessly. Bill Walsh, shown here on the right, had a proven system to generate NFL championships year after year. Wouldn't you want to do the same? Do you want to plug into a system that will give you the results and championship wins? Imagine running your business on a pool chair in the Cayman Islands or any place you want from the comfort of your home, anywhere you want to be. High-end clients will give you that time frame and finances to make that all happen for you. Know the psychology of sales and influence. Capture their attention by piquing their interest and creating desire. Have your unique selling proposition, otherwise known as USP. Know what to say to a prospect in 60 seconds or less to prove that you are the best consultant the client can find. Also, have a solid call to action and be prepared to serve your client after you make the sale. Another testimonial for PGI is that they have been widely recognized for exemplary work with executives and sales teams from Fortune 500 companies, such as General Foods, Remax Real Estate, Prudential, IBM, AT&T, General Motors, Merrill Lynch, Verizon, American Express, Lockheed Martin, Anheuser-Busch, and Malaysia Airlines. And then, with how to continuously sell and close $10,000 clients, these are the steps. And we'll start with knowing the psychology of sales and influence. It's about getting your prospect emotionally involved. Focus on avoiding pain or the gain of pleasure. Actively listen to what your prospect says. Personalize your responses with no scripts. Touch upon their emotional why. Get good at storytelling and using metaphors. Build social proof and authority both on and offline. And these two books right here, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, as well as Robert's book, Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion. These are fantastic books on sales and influence, which we suggest you study and master. The next point is capture their attention by piquing their interest and creating desire. It's like the cocktail party phenomenon. Just by seeing your name, it captures your attention. And what Coca-Cola did here is they put people's names on the bottle so it captures people's attention. Whether it's your name, a loved one's name, a friend or family name, it's going to capture your attention. It's going to create desire within them to buy the bottle just to give them a bottle of Coke, even if they don't drink it. Also start with why. People buy into the why. Not the what of the how. Start with the why. Know your why. Moving on to the unique selling proposition is to know what to say to a prospect in 60 seconds or less to prove you're the best consultant they can find. Keep your unique selling proposition short, simple, and sweet. Explain the problem you solve, define their outcome, identify how you're different, and finally make a future promise with an emotional appeal. Have a solid call to action. To create your call to action, otherwise known as CTA, use action words. Focus on only one goal. Make it clear and concise. Identify benefits, and give them a compelling reason to act immediately. Excuse me. An example of our prices are going up at the end of the month. Apply today to take advantage of the discounted pricing. Be prepared to serve your client after you make the sale. Have a system already set up in place. Have your comprehensive client orientation. Establish your deliverables, as well as what you're going to invite them to a Facebook group or any type of online group or online service to get them all involved. Be prepared for after you make the sale that you know exactly what processes you're going to have in place. Corporate clients pay for results. And what Brandon says is, I've been in corporate America for over 20 years. I've never come across a program that inspires and equips people to do and be their best in all aspects of their life. The program is a must for teams and individuals to achieve big goals. And another one, according to the study of Fortune 100 executives conducted by the Manchester Consulting Group, coaching resulted in an ROI of almost 6 times the program cost, as well as 77% improvement in relationships, 67% improvement in teamwork, 61% improvement in job satisfaction, 48% improvement in the quality. Even more so, a study of the Fortune 500 telecommunication companies conducted by the Matrix Global showed that executive coaching resulted in a 529% ROI. Paul here says that thanks to Bob, my team went from ranking 163rd company-wide in commissions to number 11 within the first year, number 1 by the 5th year. This program is great because you can have Bob Proctor in your office every week, anytime you want. Just turn it on. You agree this stuff is pretty powerful and important stuff, isn't it? Yes, it is. Wouldn't you agree that you're now facing the single greatest opportunity in the 21st century to start making money in the coaching business while positively impacting people's lives? Aren't you getting excited with the potential that these strategies and knowledge has for you? Type yes in the chat box right now if you are. Yes, says Billy. Yes, says Teresa. Yes, says Fran. Excellent. Now you have 1 of 3 choices. You can choose to do things the old way, the natural way, but the limiting way nonetheless. I call this maintaining the status quo. Your second choice is to do nothing. Not sure how that's going to help you, but it's a choice. And your third option, you can actually use what I've showed you. Not think about it, not just say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but actually take this thing out in the real world and make it show up where it counts. Which of these options can you see yourself doing? All right, let's recap. So far in this webinar, we've covered both Tom and Kathy are certified through PGI with TIR. Both Tom and Kathy are endorsed by Bob Proctor, as well as Tom has spoken on the stage with Peggy McCall. And they're working with people that are highly accredited. We've talked about Sandy Gallagher on Larry King Live. We talked about Bob Proctor, his authority online. We've also talked about what holds people back: their belief, their ability, their fear, their confusion, whether it's having conflict or just bad timing. We've talked about how to create a well-defined ideal client, how to attract your ideal clients with a proven marketing system, which is the product, price, place, promotion, having the right people, having the right processes, having that physical evidence for social proof, and then we talked about how and why to practice what you teach, which is exactly why you want to lead by example. We talked about how to create a proven coaching model and methodology, and to have those right systems in place, how to continuously close and sell $10,000 clients. It's all about having the brand awareness and to be able to sell and have the authority to help you close those $10,000 clients. With the unique selling proposition, the confidence, as well as just be a leader in and of yourself. Ask yourself this: do you feel more comfortable starting your own coaching business? Were you happy that you came to the webinar today? Do you realize the advantage you have in the market by using these cutting-edge techniques? Can you see yourself using what I show you today to grow personally and help you build a business with this information? Even if you just use a tiny fraction of what I showed you, would you say that our time was well spent today? Would you like to spend even more time together going even deeper and further on how to utilize this information and build a business? The reality is that even if you use only a tiny fraction of what we covered today, don't you feel like you've taken a gigantic leap forward? I don't know what you knew about the coaching business coming into this call, but it's a safe bet that some or all of what we covered today was new and valuable to you. Now, here's what I know about you. Even if we have 4 hours together, instead of just 45 minutes, it's going to be hard, almost impossible to create lasting change, to give the full extent and benefits of all that I could give you. No matter how good anyone is, and I'm better than most, one measly webinar isn't going to about creating a change in your business that you want and deserve. You need more than that. What I've been giving you today was incredibly valuable. As you've told me, it's frankly the tip of the iceberg. And if you like what I've shared with you so far, you're going to love what I've got for you next. If you said to yourself, that you want to go even further than our brief encounter today. You see, before doing this webinar tonight, I was faced with two choices. The first choice is I could share what I've shared thus far, part ways with you, and then hope that on your own, you can make a go of it. Or my second option, I could take you more active role and responsibility for your success to create a situation where our relationship could evolve from more one and done type of deal to an ongoing, growing, and mutually rewarding relationship. I chose the second option, and when you see what I have in store for you, you'll be glad that I did. It's with great pleasure to introduce you to Life Empowered Institute Associate Consultant Program. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. This allows you to be the CEO of your life and create a synergy between earning a living and making a life. You're going to receive 4 things. Let's start with client facilitation training. You're going to have the confidence to lead others effectively with a proven system. You're going to become the change you're leading others towards. And as you learn and study, you'll become the change, the product, leading others with your newfound awareness and transformation. This makes the best mentors, coaches, and leaders. Learn to lead yourself as you learn to lead others. One-on-one or group facilitation offering personal attention and lots of support. Also with the client facilitation training, just imagine living your life with purpose, meaning, and freedom. You're going to love what you do. Imagine helping your client reach that aha moment that changes the course of their life. What Scott says is, Tom has a great sense of business. He will help you learn the business through videos, webinars, and personal consultations. His personal touch will help you succeed. Mark says that Tom's life experience in sales and marketing is offered to us as consultants with a true interest in our success in this business. Teresa says not only do we have scheduled one-on-one meetings and scheduled group meetings via Zoom, but also ongoing support anytime we need it. If I tell Tom that I need some help or I'm struggling with a particular area, his immediate response is, let's schedule a time to talk about it. Another thing that you're going to receive is numerous training resources. And within this, it's videos of industry experts, it's turnkey marketing system you're going to receive. You'll have access to some other products. You're going to save money and time. Since time is money, thousands of dollars in value, which will give you more time and more money. Imagine a few months from now, while working with your clients, you have more resources to offer your clients easily and effortlessly. You'll increase your income while offering your clients more resources. And what Tom says about the different training resources is, while doing financial coaching for years, I realized my clients' relationship towards money was the root cause of their issues. While in the beginning phases of developing an added value program to help them overcome these mental obstacles, I came across PGI website, and it changed everything for me. Instead of starting from scratch and recreating the wheel, I chose to implement a system that had already been proven to work for millions of people, thus saving me countless hours of frustration, resources, and money, doing it all myself. The next bonus that you're going to receive is insider pro tips from top consultants in the world with a proven expert advice to catapult your business. You're going to learn from others. With a wide diversity, you will find the one that you resonate with. And remember that if they can do it, you can do it. You're going to crush the credential myth. As you are learning from the people that thought they couldn't do it, they move through their doubt and fear, you'll realize they're just like you. You can follow the breadcrumbs to success. Crush the credential myth. If you look at these images on the right, the teacher has the Nissan, the scholar has the Hyundai, but the dropout has the Lamborghini. What Teresa says is that the website for associates is loaded with tools, videos, and truly all the information needed to help you continue our success. You get a ton of bang for your buck, as they say. And last but not least, what you're going to receive is over half a century of proven success. You'll get the teachings from the #1 human potential coach and authority in the world. You do not have to recreate the wheel. The wheel has already been created with wisdom, experience, and a proven track record, additional insights and wisdom from Bob Proctor on succeeding in life and in business. And you're receiving the same learning Tom and Kathy received from Bob. Imagine creating a life that gives you time and money freedom. And here's Bob Proctor with all the top people in the world, from Peggy McCall, Mary Morrissey, Jack Canfield, Wayne Dyer, Michael Beckworth, Earl Nightingale, and Lloyd Conant. With the Life Empowered Associate Consultant Program, in business for yourself, but not by yourself, allows you to be the CEO of your life and create synergy between earning a living and making a life. Listen, the type of information I first shared is just a tiny portion of what Brian Tracy Focal Point members get. Their members get with an initial investment of $70,000 to $100,000 price tag. And you've also seen that TR has produced millions in sales from their consultants. If I were to price this as what's truly worth, I wouldn't have any issue asking you to invest $100,000 to join LEI right here, right now. Or you can go through Crestcom, which is another coaching platform. It'll be anywhere between $55,000 and $75,000 investment. If you want to have an executive franchise, it's about $70,000, and they don't let just anyone with a pulse and a $70,000 check in the door either. Think these numbers are high? Have you seen the Coffin Index? In 2009, they showed that it takes an average of $30,000 investment to start any business within the United States. Do you have 30 grand right now to start your own coaching practice? And then there's one international consultant we found on Facebook, and he said that Tony Robbins' event, that he was investing $55,000 into his business and himself, $25,000 for a business consultant, and then he also invested $30,000 into joining the Tony Robbins Master University program. To be part of Tony Robbins Master University program itself is $30,000. Many people happily pay Tony $30,000 because they know that one single connection is worth many times that $30,000 investment. How much more connections do you think you can make when you start putting yourself out there? At $30,000 straight up investment, it should be obvious to you that you're getting a good deal here. You have that money right now to instantly invest. He also went on to say that shout out to anyone who has invested in themselves this year. There are still more affordable opportunities than that. If you want to get trained by Jack Canfield, that's almost half of what Tony Robbins offered. It's only $17,000 investment. Going on to John Maxwell, his training is anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 to be a certified John Maxwell coach. Same thing with Brendan Bouchard. It's a $10,000 investment to join his coaching program. Yeah, we can do better. John Maxwell and Brendan Bouchard is $10,000 and over 1,000 people apply and only a limited amount of people get accepted. Therefore, that's what makes sense for Tom and Kathy to offer their consulting program for a one-time investment of just $10,000 for the ability to create far more success than others by using their timeless, proven strategies from over half a century of success within your business. Better still, we decided to reward those who act boldly and immediately because those are the type of people we love to do business with. If you're one of the first 10 people to apply and be approved to sign up, instead of $10,000, which is truly already such a great price, it's ridiculous, you'll be able to get full access to everything that makes up this wonderful program called LEI Consulting Program for, get this, just a one-time investment of $62.36 when you go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI. If we offer this and are able to determine this incredible investment to include special bonuses offered by LEI, but part of the terms is I can only make it available in limited quantities. Go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI to take advantage of this limited opportunity before time and availability runs out. If everyone can get in at any time, then it really isn't special. I want to reward you for being here today with something special, and here it is. While this limited special offer is available, in addition to getting the top quality audios and video programs with individual and group coaching, for those that can make the decision to act quickly, we have a special offer to reward you immediately. When you sign up, you also get the following special bonuses for free, which you'll need to ensure your success. Bonus number 1 is Membership Resource Website. This is additional resources to enhance your learning, awareness, and confidence in the field of human potential. Go to sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI. And these resources draw out the best in you, introducing other disciplines that are practiced by enlightened individuals such as Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Jim Rohn, and so on. These are mind and body disciplines anyone can learn and practice, and you're getting those for free. You can access them anytime you want, and they're ever expanding. You don't have to go to Amazon or anything. They're all just given right to you. Within the membership resource site, there's everything that you're going to be gaining. When you sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, you're also going to get all of this. We've just covered bonus number 1, the membership resource site, and now we're moving on to bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program. You're going to have access to the top mentor of human potential, Bob Proctor, and he has over half a century of wisdom offered to you through this program. And you'll learn the secret of Bob Proctor's selling success, shortcut the learning process, the path to agreement, and because you're learning from Bob Proctor, you'll be attracting an abundance of your ideal clients who are ready, willing, and able to invest in your services. One of the elite programs you'll have access to is 6 Minutes to Success, which Bob has over 4,700 people just like you that have enrolled in this program, are achieving success, and they love it. 6 Minutes is a great program for everyone wanting to achieve positive change in their lives. I recommend the premier membership to everyone wanting to improve his life in a great way. To get your hands on this bonus, simply go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI to get started right now. We've discovered bonus number 1, membership resource website, bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program, and now moving on to bonus number 3, the exclusive PGI affiliate access. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have permission to sell world-renowned programs that has impacted millions while earning multiple streams of income? You have affiliate access to all these programs to earn additional income. Here's our affiliate back office login, where you'll be able to sell over 7 different PGI programs to earn that extra income, make a difference in other people's lives, and you'll be able to cross-promote your coaching service in a vertical market. And by doing this, it gives you extra credibility. And the affiliate marketing is a growing industry. E-commerce sales in the U.S. total over $97 billion just online. And then with affiliate marketing, back in 2017, it hit $4.5 billion in sales. Just imagine what it is right now. Imagine having the best salesperson in the world, Bob Proctor, doing the sales for you so that you can make a huge impact on the world while continuously earning commissions while you're sleeping. When you sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, you're going to get this. We've just covered bonus number 1, membership resource website. You're going to get bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program, and bonus number 3, exclusive PGI affiliate access. That brings us to bonus number 4, the money mastery. You'll be thinking about money differently to include spending, earning, and giving. Learn to implement prosperity thinking. Bring order to your business and finances to learn the strategies of the wealthy. Leveraging the money you have, you are working for the money while the money is working for you. This is what Dr. Sarah Trung says about that. Financial coaching is beyond the mind's eye thinking into results program. They have shown us such a deep level of care and support and patient guidance to help us arrive at a whole new level beyond what we thought was possible with our financial, personal, and business goals. And then Valerie goes on to say, very thankful to Mr. Thomas Ginn. His heart to help us coach is genuine. He's a very intelligent man and will give you a unique strategy about how to not only eliminate debt, but to change the way you're thinking and behavior when it comes to money. She highly recommends the 180-degree financial coaching. To get your hands on this bonus, simply go now to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI to get started right now. So we've just covered bonus number 1, membership resource website, bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program, bonus number 3, exclusive PGI affiliate access, and bonus number 4, the money mastery. That brings us to bonus number 5, business planning. You don't have to build a house in the sand, and you don't have to build your roof first. Understand your why in your planning. Begin with the end in mind, which is habit number 2 from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You'll be given the financial business plan to not only build it, but you'll have the guidance on how to execute it. You'll gain more of an understanding of the business of coaching. This is going to be your GPS of business success. And imagine this, you're not only a fabulous coach, you're a successful business person and an entrepreneur. You're moving towards your full potential. And coming from Entrepreneur Magazine, with why you must have a business plan, is that a plan lays out targets in all major areas: sales, expense items, hiring positions, and financial goals. Once laid out, the target becomes performance goals. When you sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, you're also going to get all of this. We've just talked about bonus number 1 that you're going to get. membership resource website. Bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program. Bonus number 3 is exclusive PGI affiliate access. Bonus number 4 is money mastery. Bonus number 5 is business planning. That takes us to bonus number 6, sales mastery training. Look at it this way. Everyone is a salesperson. You're always selling something, whether it's an idea, a thought, a need, a service, a product, whatever that might be, you're always in sales. With this, you're going to move away from the fear of sales. You're going to understand the path to agreement and learn the sales skills for the coaching industry, so that you don't go a full day without making a sale. And TIR certification qualifications of PGI is that Tom and Kathy had to roll 10 clients in the first 6 months, and now they know exactly what they're talking about and how it is that you're going to be able to help you do the same thing in your business. To get your hands on this bonus, simply go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI to get started right now. We've just covered bonus number 1, membership resource website. Bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program. Bonus number 3, exclusive PGI affiliate access. Bonus number 4, money mastery. Bonus number 5, business planning. And bonus number 6, sales mastery training. That takes us to bonus number 7, monthly personal business mentoring. Have you ever talked to a successful person that did not have a coach or mentor? There's Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, any Olympic athlete, or just athletes in general. And yes, even Bob Proctor had coaches and mentors. Everyone, all had coaches. And what they do is provide guidance. They challenge and inspire you. They hold you accountable for things and keep you engaged to accelerate your performance. It's like a mirror. A coach helps you see your truest potential. And a year from now, you'll need a telescope looking back to see how far you've come and how much you've transformed into the coach that you are now. And what Lucas Robach says is that Tom is a fantastic individual who mentors based on experience instead of textbook theories. I've had coaches in the past who have never achieved anything remotely close to what I'm working towards. Tom practices everything he preaches and more. When you sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, you're going to get all this. And I've saved the best for last. When you sign up at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI today, you're also going to be going to get, in addition to bonus number 1, membership resource website, bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program, bonus number 3, exclusive PGI affiliate access, bonus number 4, money mastery, bonus number 5, business planning, bonus number 6, sales mastery training, bonus number 7, monthly personal business mentoring. That takes us to our final bonus, bonus number 8. You'll have access to the Thinking into Results program, which is a value of over $6,200 all by itself if you just became a student client, not being approved as an associate consultant, which you're being offered today. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could simply plug into a system that has over half a century of success? If your personal roadmap to your own potential, you don't have to create a coaching program. You'll earn as you grow, earn as you learn, and within that, you'll become the product. Your experience will support and guide others. What Ed Milat says is, hell on earth is meeting the man or woman that you could have been. So, thank yourself for making the right decision today. Amy goes on to say that Tom and Kathy work together hand in glove, which each one's complementing the other's gifts. They gave us just the right amount of encouragement along with gentle guidance and pressure to grow more. I love their deep insights and ability to communicate. Janice says that the power of thinking into results was a powerful experience for me. I've begun to use this in my classroom with my high school students, and I have noticed a difference in the students' attitude and behavior. And Rose says that I've been in psychotherapy for the past 5 years prior to finding TIR, working to unbury and process the past to simply move forward. That route was very helpful in starting to have those conversations. However, over time, I began to continue to plateau and never made any real significant long-term changes. In the first month of TR, my life changed dramatically. Then she goes on to say even more. I reviewed, accepted, and started healing from my past. But more importantly, I finally started looking forward to the future and forced myself to challenge my thinking and logic and really allow myself to dive inward to see what I want out of life, what makes me happy, instead of someone else defining that for me. Joy says, Tom and Kathy have so much passion for touching and changing lives. Their knowledge, intuition, guidance, and help us discover so much. My life is truly blessed by their friendship, love, and inspiration. We also already covered 3 testimonials from the 2 Juans and Valeria about their positive experience with TIR. We've just covered all the bonuses. Bonus number 1, membership resource website. Bonus number 2 is Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program. Bonus number 3 is exclusive PGI affiliate access. Bonus number 4 is Money Mastery. Bonus number 5 is Business Planning. Bonus number 6 is Sales Mastery Training. Bonus number 7 is Monthly Personal Business Mentoring. And bonus number 8 is Thinking into Results Program. I know if I put a limited enrollment cap on it, you're going to give it the attention it deserves. And as such, you'll take it serious enough so it will change your life. By applying now at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI, this is everything you're going to get. You're going to get the client facilitation training. You're going to get numerous training resources. You're going to get all the insider pro tips. And you're going to get over a half a century of proven success. Just these first 4 points alone are well worth their asking investment of $62.36, which doesn't even include adding up the value of the 8 bonuses. Also, you're going to get all the bonuses we just covered. Bonus number 1, membership resource website. Bonus number 2, Bob Proctor's Elite Training Program. Bonus number 3 is exclusive PGI affiliate access. Bonus number 4 is Money Mastery. Bonus number 5 is Business Planning. Bonus number 6 is Sales Mastery Training. Bonus number 7 is Monthly Personal Business Mentoring. And bonus number 8 is Thinking into Results Program. The Thinking into Results Program itself is valued at more than $7,000 alone. To get your hands on this bonus, simply go to tinyurl.com/schedule LEI to get started right now. We don't have to guarantee because it's intellectual property of PGI, the TIR program. But doesn't even offer a guarantee for its programs because there's no need to it. We have over a half a century of proven success with millions of people around the world. The only guarantee we offer is that if you do the work, you'll think yourself into results. I'm not asking if you decide today yes or no. I'm asking for you to make a fully informed decision. That is all. The only way you can make a fully informed decision is through a conversation with Tom. You'll get on the phone with Tom to learn if everything I said in this webinar is true and valuable to you. Then if it's a fit for both of us to work together, that's when you'll decide to enroll and receive everything we talked about today. If it's not right for you, no hard feelings. By planning at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI, you're going to be able to start the process to make a fully informed decision whether this is or isn't for you. But you can't make the decision right now for the same reason you don't buy a house with the first looking the inside of it. Go to tinyurl.com/schedule LEI right now, and you'll be getting exactly what you need to create a successful coaching practice. Now, at this point, I see a lot of you have signed up for the next step, and that makes me happy. Some of you are still here, though, and I can tell that you're getting ready to sign up, but you have a question you'd answer before making that decision. So let's address those questions in the time we have left. The first question is around the investment. Listen, I get it. This isn't chump change. This is a serious investment for a serious person because we have a serious offer here to change your life. If it's the price to take is your primary concern, let's be clear with one another. Because a lot of people who say they can't afford it are, well, let's call them what they are, not being honest, or liars. Well-intentioned, but liars nonetheless. If you have sat there and said to yourself, I would buy it if I can only afford it, you need to listen closely. What we have here today is you can get started with the $62.36, which of course is nothing to sneeze at. However, let's say instead of having to invest $62.36 in this program, you found out that you need to have life-saving operation by tomorrow night. The price of that operation was $10,000. Would you say, oh, I can't afford that, I'll just die? Of course not. So let's get rid of the myth of whether you can or can't afford it. The real question is, are you willing to do what it takes to make this investment or not? As you sit here today, you have 3 options. Option 1 is to do nothing. As Aristotle put it best, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Doing nothing just doesn't leave you with the problem. It makes the problem worse the longer you do nothing. So that's not it. You can do something else, but why? You know and I know what is right in front of you now is the thing to do. And that's option number 3, just do it. Yes, the money may be tight. Yes, this may be a stretch. Yes, you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone a bit. But where do you think all that growth will come from? That's why you need to quit being dishonest by lying to me and more importantly to yourself and just do what needs to be done. by scheduling your appointment at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI right now. And now, for those of you who haven't signed up yet, and who, from a financial point of view, feel comfortable knowing that you can make this investment without breaking the sweat, your question is the real question, because it ain't about the money, it's about the time. See, money can be replenished, but a minute gone is gone forever. You want to know if, in addition to the monetary investment, what's required for your time. Here's what I know about you. The first thing I know is that you can make time for things that are worthwhile. In fact, you're here right now, right here, over an hour into this webinar. So I know that you have the time. You have enough time. Well, time is the only thing that is given out equally to each and every one in the world. Did you know that there's nothing else so evenly and fairly distributed as time? It's not how much time you have, it's what you do with the time that you have that matters. So here's what I want you to do. If I can show you how to do this and save time, actually have more free time than you currently do, would you sign up then? Here's what I want you to do. Mentally, I want you to begin making a list of the 5 things you do consistently to try to achieve your outcome. Next, I want you to order them from the most effective to least effective, the most effective thing you find yourself doing often to move forward with achieving the desired outcome you're hoping for, with the least effective thing you currently do being number 5 in your list. Do you see it? Now I want you to take a big red marker and cross that thing out. In its place, put Life and Power Institute Associate Consultant Program. Because what you're doing right now ain't cutting it. If I knew for certain you could create a business asset that fills your economic dreams, would you spend 2 to 5 hours a day to building a coaching business that creates the financial freedom you are seeking? Let's look at the facts that the average person spends 5 hours a day on non-productive activities, such as watching TV. Congratulations, that's all you need to get started, and get started you will. Jim Rohn says, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. So don't let time be excuse any longer. Go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI right now, because it's your time and it's running out. Are you saying, I need more information? I want you to think about the first day of high school. The first class, and you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to learn. Your teacher walks in, drops a textbook in your lap and says, read this. I'll be back at the end of the semester to give you your finals. This happens with your next class and every class that follows. If that were the case, none of you would be on this webinar today, because you'd still be struggling to graduate. Information is powerful, but on its own, it's not enough. You need more than just information. You need tools. You need community. You need accountability. You need coaching. You need Tom alongside you if you're going to make a successful coaching business happen. Once you make the first step by scheduling an appointment with Tom at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, Tom will provide all the information you will need to make the decision that will move you towards creating a business that gives you freedom and the income to fulfill your dreams. Tom is just like you. Listen, what Tom has been able to do is nothing special when you consider the facts. The facts are that he has spent the last several years of his life using trial and error methods to discover the secrets they can give you today for a small investment of $62.36. And he's not above average intelligence. He wasn't blessed with above average skills, nor did he have any other advantages going on other than the ability to work hard, fail often, and never give up. You can do the same. You can go out there and spend countless hours dealing with all the stress, headaches, and making all the same mistakes he did. My question is why? Why would you do that when you can save thousands of hours of headache and heartache off simply by exchanging a small amount of money for his roadmap to immediate success? Breeze past pitfalls as he gives you the essence of his thousands of hours of experience so that you can shortcut your path to success to a matter of hours or days instead of months and years. When you look at it like that, I think you'll agree with me that you're getting the deal of a century when you sign up today for a small investment of $62.36. Schedule your appointment right now at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI. And again, is your indecisiveness really about the money, time, or just excuses? I discovered that you can be good at making money or making excuses, but you can't be good at both. So pick one. The excuses are sometimes hard to recognize until they're brought out to the surface. So here's some excuses which keep people poor. Excuse number one, I can't afford it. If people gave up because of money, we'd still be in the Stone Age. If you don't have the resources, you have to be resourceful. Do you consider yourself resourceful to make a successful business a high priority in your life? Or is the excuse greater than your desire to change? I'll know the answer depending on whether you sign up or not at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI. Excuse number 2, I don't have the time. What that says to me is you don't want to take the time or the effort of changing how you use your time right now. So therefore, what you currently have going on in your life is better than the effort to change it. You and I know that's not true, but if that excuse is greater than your desire to change, then you've just condemned yourself to a prison of mediocrity. Yet if your desire to change is greater than your excuses, you'll schedule your appointment with Tom at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI. I want to leave you with the most important thing about successful people. The greatest author on success is Napoleon Hill, who's the author of Think and Grow Rich, and he found out that successful people make decisions quickly and firmly. Unsuccessful people make decisions slowly, and they change them often. Okay, make the decision now to schedule your appointment with Tom at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI. I guarantee you will not regret taking this life-changing decision. I wish I could make this available to everyone, but we can only fit in so many people into our schedule. So right now, open up your favorite browser on your computer, whether it's Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, whatever, and type in tinyurl.com/schedule LEI. When you go to that page, I want you to make note of the following. If you apply right now, it's once again 6236. What that's going to take you to is actually an application. And then once you get to the application, just make sure that your time zone is selected properly and click continue. And when you do that, you're going to be asked to select 3 different days and times. The blue little circle there, the day is going to be selecting. And then on the right shows the available times. You're going to be selecting different times, and the times are over there. After you select all 3 times, you're going to click continue. And that's going to take you to an actual application. Fill out all these details because we are going to be going through each application. And after you're done with the application, click done, which is going to just quickly show you this page right here. And then it's going to instantly redirect you to the page with the video of Bob Proctor. These videos are only 3.5 minutes each, so please watch these videos. There's just a couple of them. And then after that, go to your email, and if you don't see this, check your spam folder, and you're going to see that your booking request was submitted. When you open up, it's going to look like this. It confirms 3 dates and 3 times you selected have been submitted for review. Once we review your application, and if we approve it, you're going to see the email like this, that your booking has been confirmed for your 60-minute appointment consultation phone meeting. And when you open up that email, it's going to show you exactly what day and time it is and verify the time zone as well. You can add that to your calendar very easily within the email. To start preparing for your phone interview, make sure that the call is on your calendar as well as you're in a quiet place with no distractions. Have a notebook and pen and come with an open mind. Prepare some questions if you desire that, and if you're satisfied with their being, be prepared to enroll by having a credit card available. If there's someone else involved in helping you make the decision of saying yes, have them present in the call. We can do 3 of your calls if that's what's needed. And then what to expect. Your call is going to take about 60 minutes with Tom again, and be prepared to answer some of these questions. Now, it's not a guarantee that he's going to be asking you all these questions, but at least start thinking about the questions. Why are you considering this opportunity? If we're already in the industry, why are you considering us? Why do you want to coach or consult? Are you looking for a new coaching methodology or business model? Are you doing this as a business owner for your corporation or organization? How do you envision yourself in the coaching business? What are your passions in life? Have you discovered your purpose? If so, what is it? And why now? Why are you interested in enrolling now? And if your questions are answered to satisfaction, are you able to make a decision to move forward right now? Successful people act quickly with purpose. To encourage this positive character trait and reinforce it, we're rewarding those who act immediately on this offer. Open up your favorite browser and apply now at tinyurl.com/schedule LEI. When enrolling, you're going to make a payment either in full or we do offer a payment plan. And the LEI affiliate agreements are going to be reviewed and signed. And we're going to initiate your system activation. And that's when you're going to get access to the LEI Learning Center, access to the PGI Thinking into Results program, as well as you're going to be attending orientations and trainings. Apply now. Go to tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI and fill out that application, and we'll talk to you soon. I don't know how many tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars it's going to come out of this one session, but I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that we're going to look back at this day and say this is where the whole category shift occurred. When before resistance somebody could pinpoint a time and space, this is the day the world changed because a group of people empowered within a webinar went out there to put a dent in the universe. And I'm honored to say that I was part of that experience. So thank you very much. Remember to apply at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI, and let's get you started right away. Remember, we want to focus all of our resources and efforts on a small group of people to guarantee their success, and as such, we're limiting access. Don't wait, act now. Apply immediately at tinyurl.com/schedule-LEI to guarantee your placement. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did. By making it this far, I know that you have what it takes deep inside you to make a long-lasting change in your life. Whether you go it alone or with us, you've already proven that you can learn. To expand upon what you're learning, now I'm opening up the door for any questions you may have. Type your questions in the chat box now, and thank you once again for your participation.